When Lunch Fights Back Wickedly Clever Animal Defenses by Rebecca L. Johnson. Chapter 4 Master Blasters. Hoopoe chicks rest in their nest. Hoopoe, scientific name Upopa epops. Distribution Africa, Europe, Middle East, and much of Asia. Habitat dry woodlands, orchards, and city suburbs. Size 10 to 12 inches, 25 to 31 centimeters long, with 18-inch, 46 centimeter wingspan. The hoopoe chicks snuggle together in their nest inside a hollow tree. They're only a few days old. It will be weeks before they can fly. In the forest outside, the chicks can hear their parents softly calling, "Hoop, hoop, hoop." The parent birds repeat the call again and again as they gather insects for their chicks to eat. A moment later, the chicks hear something else, the scratching of sharp claws on tree bark. Something is climbing their tree. Suddenly, the parents are loudly whoop, whoop, whooping. The chicks hear an angry flutter of wings, followed by a snarl and a hiss. The parent hoopoes keep up the attack, but to no avail. A dark shape appears at the nest entrance. Green eyes, framed by long whiskers, peer in at the chicks. It's a cat on the prowl for lunch. The chicks are ready, though. They know instinctively what to do. All together, they turn their backs toward the intruder. The chicks lean forward, lift their tiny rumps, and shoot streams of foul-smelling feces directly into the cat's face. There's a howl and a screech. The cat hits the ground running, trying desperately to escape the incredible stench. Hoopoe chicks seem like an easy meal until predators experience their smelly defense firsthand. Watch out, cat. Here's the hoopoe chick. Hoopoe. While hoopoe chicks defend themselves with streams of stinky poop, their parents fight off predators with sharp, strong beaks and strong wings. The science behind the story. The hoopoe is a pigeon-sized bird with a flashy crest of feathers. It's famous for its revolting, smelly defense. Hoopoe chicks can fire reeking streams of feces more than 18 inches, 46 centimeters, with deadly accuracy. Getting plastered with hoopoe poop is enough to drive away even the most determined predator. Scientists wondered why hoopoe feces smelled so terrible. They discovered that hoopoes have an oil-producing gland just under their tail. The gland contains an unusual mix of smelly chemical compounds. Some of these chemicals are produced by the gland. Others, however, are produced by bacteria that live inside it. The Fulmar's flip side. This looks like a different animal, so I'm going to read the text box first, even though it's lower on the page. Fulmar, scientific name, Fulmarus glacialis. Fulmarus glacialis. Distribution, northern Atlantic Ocean and parts of Arctic and northern Pacific Oceans. Habitat, ocean, nests on steep, rocky sea cliffs. Size, 16 to 20 inches, 40 to 50 centimeters, with 40 to 44 inch, 102 to 112 centimeter wingspan. A Fulmar chick sits alone on the rock ledge that serves as its nest. The Fulmar's flip side. A Fulmar chick sits alone on a rocky ledge high on a windswept cliff. One wrong step and it could easily fall. It would plunge to its death in the cold ocean far below, since it's not yet able to fly. So the chick is careful. It simply sits, hardly moving, waiting for its parents to return. They are catching fish far out at sea. Other birds, however, are looking for food closer to home. A broad winged skua soars past the cliff. Skuas eat mostly fish, but given a chance, they will gobble up the chicks of almost any other bird. Watch out, little guy. A skua will attack almost any defenseless chick. The skua swoops in and lands on the ledge. It sizes up the chick with black, beady eyes. The chick seems to shrink into itself and gives off a faint chirp. Emboldened, the skua steps closer. It takes first one step, then two. A third step brings it within range. The Fulmar chick opens its mouth wide as if it's going to scream. But it isn't sound that comes out of the chick's mouth. A stream of putrid, orangey yellow vomit erupts from its throat and sails through the air. The foul smelling, stinky stuff hits the skua hard, splattering all over one wing. The skua takes off, surprised and alarmed. It has no idea its days may be numbered. A fulmar's long, ropey stream of vomit makes a very effective defensive weapon. Adult fulmars, as well as chicks, can fend off predators this way. Oh, that is disgusting and amazing. The science behind the story. The word fulmar means foul gull. The name refers to the fulmar's chick's horrid, fishy smelling vomit, which they spew onto anything that threatens them. A fulmar chick can hit a moving target up to 6 feet or 2 meters away. It can also hurl out half a dozen blasts of vomit in quick succession. Scientists have discovered that fulmar chicks can even defend themselves with vomit while hatching before they're completely free of their shells. Fulmar vomit is mostly a mixture of oily substances secreted by the bird's stomach wall. It has a vile odor and is sticky as glue. Once the vomit gets on another bird's feathers, no amount of cleaning and preening will remove it. In studying the effects of fulmar vomit on bird feathers, scientists were surprised to discover it can be a potentially deadly defensive weapon. Chemicals in the oil gradually destroy the waterproof coating on the feathers of many types of birds. Without the coating, feathers become matted, waterlogged, and useless. When seabirds whose feathers are contaminated with fulmar chick vomit land on the ocean's surface, they may not be able to take off again. Eventually, they'll drown. Fortunately for fulmars, they are immune to their own vomit. Scientists can't explain why, but fulmars can clean off the oily stuff and their feathers suffer no ill effects. This means that parent fulmars don't have to worry while their chicks are perfecting their aim.